Hello, hello! Happy Saturday, everyone! How we doing? I'm hitting go live on TikTok early today. We are just on top of it. So guys, obviously I stream vertical for TikTok, and I've had a couple of people on TikTok complain because I have Unite slightly zoomed in. I find that so weird, because Unite plays with locked camera, so it being slightly zoomed in should not really inherently be a problem, and who is going to want to watch vertical video with the screen really small? No one wants that. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should zoom it out? I mean, I know you're watching horizontally, but what do you think? Alright, let me say hello to everyone. I know, the comments drive me crazy. Do other Unite streamers on TikTok seriously play with the screen taking up, like, it's gotta be less than 25% of the screen. Alright. Hello, I believe Copy. Yes, Copy with the first. How you doing? Hello, Mom. Hello, Turtley. Zypho, thank you so much for the 190 streak. Oh my god, I really appreciate you. Sheesh. And as a reminder, guys, I'm not going to say hi to you if you just redeem your daily stamp, just because, you know, some people want to lurk and not, you know, be acknowledged. So if you want me to say hi to you, you know, just say something in chat. How you guys doing? It's Saturday. I'm feeling weird. I'm gonna brute force school. I'm gonna brute force it. I gotta. It's too real at this point. I have figured out a way to make all of this work. I'm gonna go to the lab an hour and a half late. There's no way around it. I resent them for what they did. Hi! Good morning, my sweet girl. The sweet girl is here. It's like, don't touch me, I'm Eepin. Slippy Saturday indeed. How's it going, Turtley? Yeah, I don't care. I have to make it work. I have to. And there's no other option either. I can't take these classes next semester. They're not offered. And they're prereqs, so... Yippee! So yeah, really no change on that front, I'm going to be honest. No change on that front, more just me fully committing now. Well, I mean, I've been fully committed, but I'm committed to my scuffed plan, because at this point I've accepted it's all I got. So you guys know I'm not a rude person, really, even when I have every right to be, in my opinion. Did they set your timetable wrong? Zypho, you're silly. Where have you been? Where have you been? You're capping. But yes, so I've pretty much accepted that they're not going to help me, right? And I sent them kind of a rude response email. It wasn't that rude. But it was ruder than I normally am, because I wanted to make a point. At the end of the day, they don't care that this isn't my fault. They don't care that it's 100% their fault, and they messed with me just for the fun of it. It wasn't even negligence. It's not even, oh, it was someone not doing their job. No, it was someone actively messing with me, and I don't know why. I don't even know the person. I don't know why. And I know they don't care. They've made that abundantly clear that they do not care, and they do not care to correct it. However, I cannot just act like that wasn't the case. And so I've told them multiple times that's their fault, basically. And in the email, so my most recent email correspondence with them, they told me, I asked them a yes or no question, and they wouldn't answer it, because of course they wouldn't. Why would the advising office advise me or answer a yes or no question? So, they didn't answer it, and they go, oh, your advisor said that he will get back to you soon, and I respond with, yes, he told me that over a month ago. I couldn't help myself. That said, I did say more than that. I told them I'm going to proceed and go to my lab an hour and a half late. I would very much appreciate if they could write me some kind of note to facilitate that. More to the point, I would appreciate if they would give me some sort of literature that would at the very least let the professor know I'm not trying to disrespect them. Of course, I do recognize I'm gonna have to just ask my professor, and that's what I plan to do. I'm gonna walk up to him day one and explain the situation, ask if I can come an hour and a half late. But the main problem with that is not so much asking, it's more that I fear coming across as entitled or disrespectful or something, because I shouldn't have to ask that of them. They shouldn't have to accommodate me like that. It was not their fault. So, I don't know, it would just be nice to have something in writing. I mean, I guess I could hand them my phone and show them all the times my advisor, you know, did what he did. But that said, I don't expect anything. I don't even expect a response to my email. Honestly, I'm kind of nervous now that I sent it, because I'm afraid they're gonna find some way to mess with me more. Because I was a little bit too honest. So, it's very stressful. It's really, really stressful. Didn't know about the lab being scheduled wrong? That's crazy. I don't think I've gone a single stream not just complaining about this. I can't get it out of my mind. It's ruining my life, you know? I went a whole, couple of weeks where I could barely stream over it. It's tough. It's tough. I resent it, man. I'm tired. And I'm just gonna make it work. Somehow. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I've dealt with stuff like this, right? Obviously, the past however many years. With lots of places just messing with me for the fun of it. But this one, it's really getting to me finally. Hey Kyoto, thank you so much, I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good weekend. So, listen, here's the thing, is it going to suck trying to cram a lab into that time? Yeah. But I would not complain if it just means I can get these 2 classes. At, you know, the 2 that are overlapping, I should say. You know, I'm not really concerned about the work. You already had it scheduled. I held a metaphorical weapon to their head and said, just freaking schedule me. I was crashing out, dude. I said, schedule me. Here's the thing, they can't take my money without scheduling me, and that's why they scheduled me. Okay? Because I told him, I said, there's no way I'm going to be able to take out loans when I'm not registered. Hello? So he registered me for 2 classes at the same time. It's one big joke, man. And I will take those 2 classes at the same time. I don't care. I guess the thing is, this feels so much more real now because I found a loophole to not have to be with this school for more than 2 years. And so because of that, now it feels so much more attainable, and now I can't let it go. If I was still in the scenario where I had to be with the school for more than 2 years, I would have given up. I was at that point where I was just gonna say, well, there's nothing I can do and I can't deal with this for 4 more years, because objectively I can't. Even if I mentally could, I would never be able to graduate because they would just keep messing with me. Hey, good evening, Kiora. But yeah, so I'm registered only so that they can take my money. That's not even my money. The flash away seems a little dramatic. This guy's joking, right? That I have not seen such a toxic player in a minute. Whoa. That's crazy. Hi, Isaac. You mean Greninja and Clefable? Let's go! I don't think I've ever heard of anyone that plays Greninja and support. I love that. Wow, does Zoroark really do that much damage early? Seems like a lot. I keep forgetting there's a delay on that. Feint attack spam is still OP. Ah. Yeah. Zoroark is so strong early game? Okay. Well, good to know. Good to know. I should definitely try him. I just find him kind of cringe in this game. I think it's the players more than the mon itself. You found Clefable is your best spawn for climbing this season. Nice, nice. Good to hear support players are doing well. Maybe it'll encourage more people to play the role. Back when I was trying to play a little bit of support, I played Clefable. But it didn't work out great for me. Hey, Kishu. Happy Saturday. Nice, thank you. Thank you so much. That was a beautiful save, Saifo. You run Psychic over Thunderbolt? Yes, I always run Psychic, and then the local Alola and Raichu main said Thunderbolt might work out well. And so I tried it, and I like it more. Psychic just kind of, I don't know, it kind of bores me. It feels very underwhelming to me. When I play MOBAs, I feel like I am kind of like a little Timmy in the sense of I just like all of my attacks to do damage, and I don't really... I mean, CC is good, but I don't really think much about things like defense drops. I'm done dealing with this Caesar solo. Who needs a defense drop when everything hurts exactly? You know, I give my Mons 4 attacking moves. You're more of a buff, debuff stack guy. It's the way to be. Hi Grandma, happy Saturday! How are things going? Alright, we're pretty much all here. Yveltal is pretty close. Oh, I didn't even notice the typo. So you guys can get away with not pointing out your typos, I'll never notice them. Can't do much with Caesar just jumping on me. Prepping for hubby's birthday party tomorrow. Ooh, exciting! Got anything fun planned for that? Oh yeah, I have my transplant birthday coming up next month. I gotta figure out something to do with it. Every year it rolls around, and every year I don't think of anything to do on Twitch for it. Ooh, a barbecue sounds real good. Nice. Nice. Hi Raz, happy Saturday, how you doing? Yeah, Raichu's precious. I do really like the new skin too. I feel like I can't justify it because this is just my ranked account. I don't really buy skins on my ranked account. But it's really cute. Alright, just gotta defend here and we should be good to go. It's a pretty clean game. I'm a little surprised that we won. But clean ending to it. Really nice secure from Yveltal. He's a mon that can probably secure pretty easily with that amount of damage. Hey, matching scores with Zypho. Look at us. Wow, I did nothing. I did nothing that game. That's crazy. And I don't even feel like I got carried. That's the messed up part. Oh, Zoroark's so tiny. Why he's so little? He's like smaller than Alolan Raichu. Why are you MVP? What kind of question is that? You're the GOAT. Maybe because of that save you did earlier when I was fighting Caesar by myself because nobody else would help me. Yo, that Zoroark low-key kinda tilted me early on. Because what do you mean you come down to my lane, you're full HP, and take both berries? That's so... The only way to tilt me in this game is to take the berries when you don't need them. It drives me insane. There's something about the principle of it, man. It drives me crazy. The jungler can come down here and eat all my food if he wants, just as long as his HP is below, you know, 90%. It makes me crazy. Makes me crazy. Listen, I'm untiltable, but even I have my limits. He took them on the way back to jungle, I know. Zoroark is very squishy. You're right, Snow. Those jungle camps, he only had about 95% of his max HP. Those jungle camps would have messed him up. No, you're right. At least I got my charitable donations in for the year. So my one friend has been kind of recommending that I try the Digimon game, the one that came out in, it was last year, 2025. I've been interested in Digimon, you know, since I was a kid. It was just one of those things that I just never got around to, you know, when there's a couple of franchises you're interested in and you kind of just pick one and then the other one gets neglected. Similar to Monster Hunter, I've of course always been interested in Monster Hunter, who isn't, but it's just a game I never really found time to play. So I do think it'd be interesting. It's very expensive, so I would definitely have to wait for a sale. But apparently there's a demo, so I might try it. You love Time Stranger, and you've been playing it on the Switch since it came out. It's on Switch? Oh, that tempts me even more. Heard good things about it. I'm tempted, man. So my friend, what he does is he just sends me all these pictures of the Digimon Digilutions or whatever they're called that look like angels. I'm like, stop. Stop it. You can't just send me characters with white wings and expect me not to become obsessed. Sheesh. Oh, and then he sent me one today. He goes, oh, there's one that's like the angel, but instead it's just knives. He sends it to me. It's got these like knife wings. It's got these serraledge hands, and I'm like, bruh, you know how to get me. Okay, low-key jealous of the dude playing Decidueye with Clefable. Not Adam Devilman on Buzzwole. I should go back to Decidueye. I'm so much better at Decidueye. But we branching out, right? So yeah, thinking about playing some Monster Hunter, thinking about playing some Digimon. I don't know if people would be interested in watching a complete new player play Digimon though, probably. Maybe? Yeah, there's quite a couple of games that have started to interest me, but they're kind of weird picks. Well, Digimon and Monster Hunter are not weird picks necessarily, but those two games, and also there was that deck builder farming sim that does interest me. And that game that's basically a Studio Ghibli hotel management sim. Guys, we do have an ad break coming up in a minute. I do appreciate you guys sitting through it. I run the minimum amount of ads that Twitch requires me to run to disable the pre-rolls for you guys. Wow, that is a lot of damage. Come on, Pikachu, wake up. Come on, Pikachu. What's this guy doing? He's a silly gamer. Like, there's no one here, you know? I need your moral support, Pikachu. So I guess he's just a bot laner now, so I'll start taking the jungle. Yeah, Decidueye and I are like, huh, this is free EXP. Oh boy. I appreciate Decidueye trying to help me out there. Hi guys, welcome back from Eds. Let's probably head top. I mean, bot's kinda... Oh man, their team is just kind of rotating as a unit. It's a little bit hard to deal with. I think it kind of fell apart when Zorok just stayed bot. He didn't take the second part of his jungle, so Decidueye and I just took it, which is good. You know, nothing wrong with that, but I just didn't want the EXP to go to waste. Okay. I should have backed off a little bit sooner. Not too familiar with Mamoswine range. Man, moving around as a group of 5 is strong, and it's not something I ever get to see. Hi Cyber, how you doing? Nice, nice. Good job, good job. Trying to fix your schedule. Ah, you'll be alright. Don't we just get this one? I feel like we could have all turned on Glaceon a little bit sooner. I might go back to Decidueye. Oof. Still getting familiar with Reshiram's range as well. Definitely does a lot of damage. I've heard from chat that it seems a little bit overtuned right now. I can't speak to that. I will say, just from the little I've seen of it, it does seem like it does a lot of damage. You're enjoying The Mentalist? Nice! Let's go. How many seasons are there? I think that show is so old now, isn't it? Not that that makes it bad, I'm more just wondering what year it came out. He's more than just a little overtuned, yeah. I'm not surprised to hear that. He can run a match if the person using him is slightly good. Okay, by slightly good I'm assuming you mean hitting a skill shot or something. 8 or 7 or 6, okay. Well, at least you'll have a lot to watch then. Hi Cappy, how's it going? How's your weekend? Hey Master Glove, how's your weekend? How you guys doing? Happy Saturday. I guess someone just get your points in. We gotta get what little points we can. Perhaps not. Does he have a stun? Does Reshiram have a stun? What made him not able to move there? I saw he was CC'd by something. Having a day out with your brother tomorrow for his birthday? Ooh, we got 2 birthdays tomorrow. Very nice. What are you guys gonna do? Yeah, they are moving all together. There's just nothing we can do against. They've been a 5-man since the beginning of the game. Which, hey, good for them. After Reshiram uses his ult twice, his third has a stun. Oh boy. He looks kind of fun. I'm a little bit interested in him. What is he, an attacker? You have a gaming arcade cafe? That's sick. Oh, that sounds really fun. I hope you have a great time. At my local arcade, there's a giant Rowlet plush, and I really want it, but my roommate insists we won't be able to win it, so we don't go for it. I really want it, though. Or at least I got to disrespect him. See, if I get to disrespect the Reshiram, I consider that a small W. Hopefully someday. They rotate their stuff out pretty frequently. It's one of those, it's a giant plush in a crane machine, so I do think it's one of those that's probably there to eat your money, but I would let a Rowlet eat my money, you know what I mean? See, here's the thing. I feel like there's not much I could have done there. Do I dare look at the damage? I did by far the most damage on my team. I mean, that's not even close. Sorry you guys can't see it because of my wings. There you go. Today has been so mixed for your gaming. Ooh, tell me about it. I felt similarly. I was just mentioning just before you got here that there's a couple games that I'm thinking about, well, a couple franchises that I've been wanting to get into for the longest time and just haven't had the time for. I'd mentioned that Digimon game that came out last year, and also Monster Hunter, because I've just not had time for Monster Hunter, man. Started with Rivals Extra Toxic today. Okay, so in my experience with MOBAs, I have found that the weekends are by far more toxic than weekdays. Other people disagree with me, but I think the weekends are bad. Should have laned with you? Hehehe. Hehehe. I agree. Also, I can play Decidueye if you want. But Pika wanted to Pika. Yeah, I should have gone top, I just wasn't really paying attention. At least I'm doing over 100k. At least. Yeah, that's all the emotions that Pikachu was going through. Yeah, the Pika was not very... He seemed to not be very focused. Hi Joe, how you doing? I know, I'm so sorry I've been missing. Is this you, Cappy? Your trainer is so cute. I've never seen a trainer that looked like this. Oh my god. Cappy, you're beautiful. Yeah, sorry to those that, I'm trying. Listen, I was too depressed to stream for like 3 weeks, so we getting there. We getting there. I hope you're doing well, Joe. Playing ZA again, still no Flabebe. Got a second Litleo. Are you using the better method? The teleporting method now? How many have you gone through? Like, how many attempts? My god, you guys have the coolest outfits for your trainers. I like the hairstyle too and the hair color. Ooh-wee. You only have the trial version? Well, it's really cute. It reminds me so much of, what's that Netflix show? The Seaside Resort, the Pokemon... hold on. Pokemon Seaside Netflix show. Pokemon Concierge, guys, and definitely watch Pokemon Concierge to those of you that have a Netflix or other methods of which to view Netflix shows. It's so good. I actually haven't watched the second season though, so if anyone has, let me know how it is. Change to the door method in Zone 3, okay. How many more phases in Hunting Flabebe? I miss CA. I will say, playing Pokemon Legends on stream, Pokemon ZA, Pokemon Legends ZA, words are hard, on stream was one of the best playthroughs. I feel like we got so many memes out of that. No clue, but determined. You got this. Oh god. How dare I read chat when I have to do the hardest part of the game, which is getting to oh, I should have banned Reshiram. Oh, good. It's okay. We have smart people on our team. Thank you. Thank you for donating your brain cells to the cause. Should I just... I should probably Decidueye, right? I should probably take the game seriously for once. Hi, Dotbot. Happy Saturday. What flavor ice cream we going with today? When the Poochyena fighting the professor is shiny. Come on, I love it. I love an uncatchable shiny. How about Safari Zone shiny hunting? Come on. I used to be so into shiny hunting my entire life, and I really wish that I could make that kind of content entertaining, because man, would I love to just sit here and shiny hunt with you guys. Ooh wee. Would you guys watch a Digimon noob play Digimon? She is such a princess. Look at Aloon today. She'll probably be here all stream, I think. Icarus elbow. Anything would be entertaining with you. I appreciate that. That's how I feel about you guys. I mean, I feel like these days I barely commentate on the game and I mostly just get my dialogue options from chat. I've become such a lazy streamer. Here's the thing, I'll have more to talk about once I start school. Good morning! I wish you guys could hear her when she meows, oh my god. Every time she wakes up from her nap, she meows. And then I pet her. Alright, we have a really balanced team comp, you never see that. Favorite starter? Inteleon is my third favorite Pokemon of all time. So that would be the Sobble line. How about you? Although funnily enough, pretty much every generation I pick the fire starter. But I do love me a lizard guy with a gun. Funnily enough, the only time I would ever pick a water starter is Sobble. I do not like water Pokemon. Oh, hi. Oh, Princess. I am... Honey. Okay, she's gonna walk in front of my camera, so it's gonna lose facial tracking. So, sorry about that in advance. Hi, Sweet Pea. Oh my god, you're so cute. Oh no, I'm kissing my cat and they're destroying me. My sweet girl. You've caused me to perish. My god, she's so cute. Oh, there's a Raichu in our jungle? Okay, well the jungle is empty, so I suppose he can take a little tour if he wishes. Aloon, I want to pet you. I gotta focus. Oh, she's purring. Alright, I'm just gonna farm up because I'm a little bit behind here. Sorry, I can't read chat for a moment because she's sitting right in front of it. I will gently move her as soon as I can. Alune, can you purr a little bit closer to the mic? Dude, Raichu's still in the jungle. I'm gonna head up and try to help here. The Snorlax from across the wall is so good. You're so cute, Alune. You're just perfect, baby. Well, I got greedy. Hi, Alune. I'm playing ranked, honey. Probably Torchic, but I prefer one with its hidden ability. Ooh, I do like Blaziken. I'm a big fan of the fire starters in general. So Blaziken's up there for me. Not my #1 fire starter, but... Sorry guys, this game's kind of a wash. Alright, I'm just gonna farm up here. Alune is mildly distracting. Okay. Rest in peace, Latios. Hey Gappa, how you doing? I'm trying to peek over Alune's head to read shit. Alright, not bad, not bad. Behind us? Yeah, I mean, if they just keep running into us one by one. You know what? Good for that Articuno. You're so cute, Alune. She's a professional distraction. She's just sitting here so politely. You're biting me now. That's no, she's thinking about it. Alright, come on, Lily. Come on, sweets. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, this game is definitely salvageable, so let's try to just stick with our team because, again, we do have a balanced team. I think the team is playing well. I think we do... I don't want to say we win 5v5s, but I think we definitely win when they just run into us with less than 5. Oh, hi Nikki. How have you been these past couple weeks? Oh, thank you for sitting here with me. Good job. Good job, guys. Yeah, they are kind of in our in our base, aren't they? Alright, we got 26 seconds here. Oh, great. Alright, kinda stinks that team just didn't really care, but, you know, again, when that happens, I understand. You can't— this is something I tell you guys in MOBAs, and this is from an AD carry player. You can't expect your team to care, or to turn around or anything like that. They're just not gonna do that. We're all going to be kind of selfish, and that's myself included, because I play an attacker, right? That is inherently kind of a selfish decision, though I do argue that I do so with good intentions, given that's my best role. But it's still selfish. Ooh, let's go, Zypho. Ooh, no one cares. I know Zypho cares. With Articuno, I don't think we have a chance. He is just so beefy. Nice, beautiful. Oh, Snorlax. I got a score, man. It was so close. Good job at the end, guys. Such a good play by Zypho and Cappy at the end. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. If we just had a little more time on that game. Good job, you two. That was crazy well played. I cannot be mad about that. Sorry, Icarus, your block was on cooldown? No, you're fine. You're fine. Nobody turned around. It's not that just you weren't there, but nobody turned around. And let me be clear. I want to be 100% clear. I don't expect my teammates to give a crap about me. That's not how MOBAs work. And again, I'm in the same boat where I play an attacker. That's kind of selfish. So I'm not saying that I'm any better or any worse than anyone else. It's just that I can't do much in those scenarios. It's just, you know, sometimes the enemy just walks past your whole team and kills you, which is what they're supposed to do. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. I just can't really do much in those scenarios. You broke 100k in tank and heal, I know. Let's go. No, you guys played so well. How you doing? Not great, but like I said, if I can kind of make that loophole with school work, then I'll be doing a lot better, you know? Hi zombies. How is your weekend going? Good job, you two. You can't be mad about a game like that. Like, that ending made me feel so much better about that entire game. It's always fun, win or lose, it's always fun to just have a game where it's satisfying and your team kind of plays with you, and you know, I don't really care about win or loss. It is really about having fun. It's difficult to, especially to find randoms who synergize, you know. So it was overall just an enjoyable game. It was an enjoyable game. Well, like I said, that's the enemy's job, to just walk past everyone and kill me. That's their job. And if someone were to get tilted about that, they'd have to not play attacker. Yeah, no. I don't know where to find Reshiram. He's probably an attacker, right? But... he's an attacker, right? Guys, we do have an ad break coming up in about a minute here, so I do appreciate you sitting through it. I run the minimum number of ads that Twitch requires me to run to disable pre-rolls. Oops. Gonna go back to Alolan Raichu here. Leafeon had a tough early first gank into Articuno and Beldum. Yeah, Articuno, he was a tanky guy. He was a tanky dude. He was kind of solo carrying their team. I mean, their team ran into our 5-man. Well, we're not a 5-man, but all 5 of us one by one, and then Articuno did the same thing and killed all of us. You know? Alright, good luck, you two. Today Fish is out? The game called Fish? Is it like P? Metagross played kinda well. I didn't really notice, but I believe you. About a fish with a gun? Why does that actually sound appealing to me? In terms of slop games, I actually like that premise. This one is 2D. Okay. I will look it up. Not very good for SEO, huh? Game called Fish. Fish game. Oh. It has really good reviews. Fish. Oh, it's so loud. I regret clicking that. You didn't even see the Latios? I saw the Latios quite a bit. He didn't position very well. Fair. You remember trying the demo and it was fun? Okay. Fair. Dude, I gotta go to the aquarium. I miss the aquarium. You saw him when you flew onto him. Zypher, you're looking very cute and demure in that little Clefable hollowware. I love it. I got the farm, in your honor. Alright, good work, good work. Alright, Cappy is here. It's good timing because we can at least get the Altaria camp. They were a little bit too far back, so I don't think we'll be able to get a kill. Good gank, though. Alright, let's try to get the farm. Yeah, they're greeting, they're greeting. Just take advantage of it. Really nice gank. Beautiful. Well done, you two. That Blissey really greeted, though, I gotta say. What's up, Gappa? 40 days for Rayman, really? Got some good games coming out, huh? But no money. Fair enough. I mean, what I always do, obviously I don't have much in the way of income either, but what I always do is when I know a game is going to come out, I start saving up immediately. That's what I did for Switch 2. That's how I, of all people, was able to afford it. The second, you know, they announced the Switch 2, or even before that, I was saving the money. You're greeting. You're greedy. Okay, how toxic would that have been, though? You did that for the PS5? Good, good. Yeah, that's why, you know, I understand money struggles, trust me. I of all people understand it, but when the internet was complaining about the Switch 2, I was like, you know, we knew about it. You know, there was time. Because if I was able to do it, you know, I don't have a job or anything. I work my butt off streaming. This Talonflame hates me. And thank you so much for the follow on TikTok, I really appreciate you. Usually wait to see if there are issues with the new console, that's fair too. Yeah, that's completely fair. Completely just depends on kind of your motive and stuff. I mean, for me, I just knew I would want to Switch 2, I knew I'd want the exclusives, I knew I'd want to stream with it, I knew I would use it every single day. So it was a no-brainer for me. The Switch 1, you know, was pretty much what got me through cancer, so, you know, I'm a big fan of the console just in general. Oops. Okay, I'm playing well, so I need to just stop running into the loving arms of the Talonflame. Oh, poor Zypho. Yeah, don't even bother trying to run away from him. That's what I was doing too. So one struggle that I have with Raichu is that when it comes to using his Unite move, or Unite move I should say, I can never really get close enough where they just walk out of it, you know? So that's something I need to figure out a little bit more on this Mon. Alright, I don't do enough damage, I think I gotta head out and start farming. The PS5 still has major issues. The HDMI ports widely stopped working, really? That's crazy. I'm surprised to hear that. Uh-oh. You regret not saving up for a desktop? Yeah? Yeah? I understand it's not easy, but doing your best to figure out your priorities as quickly as possible, you know, that can help. For me, I knew a Switch was a priority for me, so... And now my only priority is school. Although, I've been wanting to save up for another stupid purchase, but we'll see. You never had any issues? You follow console repair YouTube channels? Heck yeah. Azuri, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? I'm sorry I couldn't stop by today, I was kind of busy. How was your stream? I really appreciated you pinging me about 27 times that you were live. I was like, thank you for the pings, Azuri, reminding me that I can't go to your stream today, making me sad. No, I figured. Welcome in, raiders. I'm Icarus, I play a lot of Pokemon Unite, and I've been playing Fields of Mistria lately. I use webcam 3 times a week, and I use a VTuber twice a week. And soon I'm going to be starting my pre-med school, so my schedule's going to change a little bit, but I will still be streaming all the time, so don't worry. No, you're fine, Azuri. I'm just messing with you. We are currently playing Ranked. If anyone wants to join, you're more than welcome to join the queue. You have to be Ultra, or Masters, or Legend tier. It was disconnected for 1 second and reconnecting, and Stream Elements just spams it. No, I get it. You think it's your internet for sure, not your computer? Is your bitrate too high? If you need any help, let me know. I mean, I know you're a smart guy. I'm sure you can figure it out on your own, but... It took you 6 months to save for a full desktop? That's not bad! A full desktop, mouse and keyboard, monitors, and a PC in only 6 months? That's really good. Nice, Meowth Gaming. You connected a new hub yesterday, okay. Nice, good secure. You mainly play on Steam Deck? Ooh. I've never played on Steam Deck before. Have a good night, Azuri. I'm glad you were at least able to stream through the connection issues. No, Suri has not told me about it. The Fable Gravity Secure? Yo! Let's go. Wait, I should have looked at my minimal damage that game. Most damage on team? We take it, here, sorry, I'm blocking it. My mouth is not open, but the tracking doesn't exactly like when I put my face all the way outside the camera range. Planning to get a Switch 2 next month? Let's go! I hope you enjoy it. I'm really happy with my purchase. So I told you guys the way that, well, my view for everyone else is if it's going to make you happy and you can swing it financially, buy whatever makes you happy. I'm a huge believer in that because I wasn't growing up. But now my views have changed on that a lot. So I'm a big believer in that. But for me personally, the way that I justify things is I think about how much time I'm going to get out of it. And let me be clear, that is not a catch-all for everyone, because for example, there are some games that are very short that are absolutely worth every penny. But for me personally, I put value on the amount of time, the amount of hours I can get out of it, which is why I really like roguelikes, any game with replay value, long games, stuff like that, because for me, it feels more worth it, personally. So that's how I do it. And so for example, with the Switch 2, I've more than got my money's worth. I stream with it 5 days a week. I play it every single day. So, you're the same way with games. I like that, because I feel like not a lot of people share that opinion. It's the same with skins too, right? So for example, for a skin for Decidueye, it would cost me fractions of pennies at the end of the day because of how much I play Decidueye, right? But I'm not going to go and buy a skin on Clefable, because I don't play Clefable. And it might sound obvious, but a lot of people do. I had a friend who used to just collect skins because they were part of a certain series, even if he didn't play the champ. And he was like, well, I might get the champ on ARAM sometime. And, you know, listen, if that makes him happy, you remember my philosophy, but I couldn't. Ho tried securing with Fire Spin but got knocked out of it. That's sick. That sounds like you when you were 17. Yeah, but you were 17. Dude, my brain was not fully developed at 17. Which I guess none of our brains were, but mine really wasn't. You only get skins for mains, yeah. I think about how much use I'm gonna get out of it, how many hours I'm gonna get out of it. But let me be clear to you guys, please always get the things that are going to make you happy. If that's a PC, sure. If that's a fancy drink at a cafe, sure. If that's getting your hair dyed, yes, you know. Please, please, please. It's so important. It's so important to do little things that make you happy. It's how we get through life, right? Your Absol still rocking the top hat? Listen, I only recently got a skin for Decidueye and it was from the free box. And people say money can't buy happiness, I know. Never ever feel ashamed for buying something that makes you happy. I had to a lot. I felt like I had to hide my interests from some of my friends and stuff. And I'm kind of just tired of doing that, you know? If something makes you happy, it's okay to enjoy it. You have most games from- I got you. 7,500 games, wow. Hey, listen, whatever, you know, listen, I have different views, and that's perfectly okay. You know, I respect other people's perspectives. Whatever you gotta do. Play whatever makes you happy, yeah. Absolutely. You know, I know that there's some controversies about certain game companies and things like that, and and by the way, I'm gonna glaze over this topic because I don't like to talk about it in chat. I specifically have a rule, no bashing of people or companies or things like that, and it's for this reason. It's because there are people in this world, myself included, that are still here because of certain games that exist. Right? So... yeah, I'm not gonna argue my opinion. I just said everyone is completely entitled to their own opinion. I will not be swayed on mine. The Blissey was greeting? I know. I know. I know. Greedy, greedy. But like I said, that's my big takeaway. Do what makes you happy. Especially if it's something that keeps you, you know, more mentally well than you otherwise would be without it. I was watching, you guys have probably seen the big internet drama that's going around lately about the Disney you know, that girl who's very interested in the Peter Pan actors at Disney World. I'm not going to comment on that. I don't know her situation, yada yada. But it's brought up a lot of things about Disney adults in general, and I'm not personally a Disney person. I know very, very little about Disney. It's not my thing personally. But like, I don't know, if going there makes you happy, heck yeah, dude, by all means, right? If buying video games makes you happy, I'm right there with you. Never heard of that drama. It has taken over the internet. Did they make it easier to get licenses? No, they arguably made it worse. Arguably, it's bad now. But for me, it works out fine, because I only like 1 or 2 mons, you know? So basically the way it works is you have to get the mons in order, so every level you'll get a choice between around 1 to 3 mons and you have to pick one, and then the rest get booted back further on the list, but every few levels you get a special selection, and you can pick any mon you want in the entire game. So it works for me because I play, 5 mons, and have no interest in anyone else, so it works for me, but I'd say it's objectively worse for everyone else. Hi Nita, happy Saturday, how have you been lately? It's so nice to see you. But yeah, do what makes you happy. Please, please, please. License journey of all things add, why add that? Yeah. Speaking objectively, it's absolutely a downgrade. There's no arguing that. Just a bit tired, but you're fine. I'm okay. Stressed, but hopefully everything will be okay, right? Basically, you guys will know in about 2 weeks if everything's gonna be cool with school and stuff, so we will see. If that just gets sorted, well, it's not gonna get sorted, but if my workaround works, I will be happy, and I will be stress-free. So. Delmise. I feel like a lot of Delmise players I see aren't doing so hot lately, but I don't see a lot of them. Oh my god! I have a ribbon on Decidueye! I've never gotten a ribbon before! Oh, wait, that's crazy! Oh my god, that's crazy! I never would have expected that. I did think Inteleon would be first, but I've just been playing a ton of Decidueye lately. Oh my god. I can't believe it. They're just eating up all the farms. It's ridiculous. That's crazy. I really gotta see if we can secure some of the Altaria camp. Nope, with their jungler here, that's it. See, I had to lull them into a false sense of security. It's nice to at least not have to go against Reshiram every game. It's my bad, I should have saved my Razor Leaf. Or my Leafage, rather. Wow, nicely done, Cappy. That is incredibly unfortunate. I guess I shouldn't have expected they would let me score there. They're not gonna let me score 40. No. Dragapult is kind of making this a little bit difficult for me to get points. Forgot it was aura farming battle? What? What now? There's a new trend of aura farming battles. I mean, aura farming has been a meme for a while now. You only recently found out what aura farming is. Dancing, doing 6-7 and dumb stuff. Since when do you think 6-7 is dumb, Gappa? Isn't it your entire identity? Oh, Delmise. What do you mean? Your entire personality is 6-7 and P. To be honest, before these things existed, I don't know what you and I talked about. I don't know who you were before then. Have you ever looked at our Instagram DMs, Gappa? I just send you posts of baby pigs now. You don't remember either, yeah. I think we used to talk about deep stuff. We used to talk about working out and depression in life. I don't think I aura farm. You lost your Jeff the Landshark 6-7 emote. That's aura farming. And just like a Pokemon gym leader. Ooh, I follow this guy on Instagram. I think I follow him. He always comes up on my Instagram. And he does these videos where it's, you know, how I would dress if I was a ghost type gym leader. And he puts together all these outfits and stuff. Uh-oh. Oh, what can we do? What can we do, gamers? It's not looking good. Nah, we're not surrendering. Oh, the Ninetales noticed me, how unfortunate. Ping thanks? Okay, wait, I can figure out how to ping. No. No. How do I ping? Oh, where's the thanks one? No, that's not it. At least I figured out how to ping. You meant Azu did that? Yeah, that's kind of typical Azumarill players. I don't really care for Azumarill very much in this game. It falls into one of those mons that I find a little bit cringe for some reason, and to be clear, I don't know why I feel that way. It's something about when I see the mon. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Alright, GG's. Garen top lane. You know, it's so funny. It's so funny you say that, Cappy, because I was just trying to figure out a league equivalent to what I'm talking about. Right, maybe a... Oh, I got 6-7. GG's. Azumarill did no damage. But I was thinking maybe Master Yi. Right, maybe people feel that way about Yi. I don't really feel that way about any league do I? Fizz. Maybe Fizz. I think Fizz is a little bit cringe. I'd have to think. You could do better this game? Yeah, me too. I don't think we could have won that. The Goodra was really the problem. The Goodra was really the problem. He's so tanky, you know? And listen, I respect it. Anyone who plays Defender and does it well, you know, they deserve it. We just we lost to You Just Bad. does that mean? Oh no, we might have to face the facts here, guys. That Dragapult though was really actively working against me. I was really sad. He stopped me from fully scoring twice. Goodra delicious looking, true. I always say, guys, if I'm ever forced to play defender in this game, it's gonna be the gooey boy. He's a lot of fun. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick 2-minute break here, and then we're gonna swap to Fields of Mistria. Thank you guys for queuing with me. We'll play more Unite tomorrow. Reminds you of a gummy bear. I fully believe that Dragapult is gummy shark texture. But like the big gummy sharks. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Nope, that was the wrong overlay. Can you imagine? We're back to League of Legends. Couldn't be me. Alright, 1 second here. Alright, let me swap games. Hey Aaron, how's it going? Alright. Fields of Mistria. Done. Alright, I will stop the background music before I forget, and we're booting it up. Now, I have not played any offline, so I gotta remember what we were doing. We broke the seal on the door, I believe, so next course of action... Am I muted? No, I'm not. Okay. So next course of action is to continue in the mines, I think. Hi, Loon. Oh, she feels cold. Wonder where she was. She returns, I know. Sorry, the game is taking a minute to boot up, guys. Let me move my VTuber as well. I think we do move my VTuber, right, for Fields of Mistria? But why do we move it? I know that the portraits are on the left side, but they're not that high up. Or, I mean, they are high up. Alright, I'll just take a look. Because if so, I don't actually know why I moved my VTuber. Alright. Had a successful flower festival last time. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Now, I was also growing strawberries, and those are to make treats for Island. Ooh. We should do a little bit of decorating too, but I think I'm gonna try to put that off for as long as possible. Alright, the volume should be good, but let me know if it isn't. We do have to plant these turnip seeds. We should have enough time, and gotta sort through the inventory. Take a trip to the museum, make sure that we smelt down our iron because we will want to get the next set of tools. I do need to see if we can upgrade our sword too, which I imagine we can at the anvil. So let's see, we're going to donate this. We can probably sell that. Okay, the sapphires sell for 50, these sell for 45, so I think we want to be giving Balor the ruby instead, because it's a little bit... Man, my inventory's a mess. We'll sell this, and we'll keep these, because we could just put these down. We don't really need them to take up space. The fact that you can't put stuff right up against your house bothers me. I don't know where to put this stuff. There we go. Icarus have updated our shop selection with iron tools and armor. You could craft them yourself, but you're probably not skilled enough. You're crazy for buying tool upgrades in a farming sim. You gotta just make them yourself. Ooh, 125 is not bad, though. We did pay 300 for these seeds, so I did tell myself I would sell enough to break even. So we are going to be selling the first couple of strawberries, the first few strawberries, and then we're going to keep the last harvest. Alright, let's put our watering can back, ship a couple things, and then I think we will be good to head to the mines. I am definitely going to prioritize the mines, because I believe that's how we unlock the characters I want to unlock. Shipping all of these. Alright. Let's hand out our gifts, and I think we'll be on our way now. It is kind of annoying because I don't really have any food to help get us through the mines. However, we do have our spells, and it looks like I've actually earned more points on my spells. So, I do want to also check out if the Cal statue over in the mines has more perks for us, potentially, because I bought out all of the level 1 ones. I'm glad to hear you've helped the town replenish its reserves, Icarus. Caring for the well-being of others is admirable. I don't know if there's anything here we need. Oh, actually, we should get the amount of copper ore required to— oh, it's a little bit late for that, so we're probably not going to get that. Time sensitive is good. This is not bad, but I don't really go for RNG personally. Crafting armor will occasionally result in fortified, plus 4 HP. I definitely want time sensitive, that just seems all around good. Chopping down tree will drop a seasonally appropriate forgeable, not bad. This is also not bad. We'll grab this. We don't have animals yet, so I think we're gonna wait on that. Which actually, I wonder if we should talk to Hayden and maybe look into getting some animals. We are certainly gonna have to craft a barn first, which I assume the carpenter does over at the top right side of the map. So maybe we'll look into that today. I believe that's Reese who would do that. Now, when it says digging up artifacts, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means those little X spots they use the pick on. No, I think it's referring to the ruins. I might have to head over there at some point. Alright, let us take a peek at where everyone is. Although I don't actually have a gift for Island, I'll just pick up some berries. It's better than nothing. Clearly it's better than nothing because his friendship is actually going up quickly, and I do understand that some of that is tied to MSQ, but certainly not all of it. Ooh, a shadow flower. That is unfortunate. I did sell those, so hopefully we can find another one. Seeking help to unload supplies for the relief effort. Okay. I mean, we're gonna be talking to him anyway, so... Hold on, did I miss him? I thought he was in here. He is. Hold on. Oh, hear about the unloading job? Wonderful, let's get to it. I know the market, Balor. We won't take charity. I couldn't pull the wool over your eyes if I tried, Nora. I'm making my share off your order, I assure you. Balor. I do love our talks, but you'll have to excuse me. I've got business to attend to with Icarus. You are incorrigible. Thanks for waiting. Sorry to put you in the position of being my out. Why would Nora complain about low prices? Your prices don't seem that low to me. Why indeed. I'll make sure there's something extra in your payment for today's work. I'm going to finish organizing these. Could you start taking the boxes to the general store? It's the most peculiar thing. I have no idea how he does it, but Balor's the only one with a supply line to Mistria. Normally, that would drive his prices up. But that man, he's selling his goods for well below the new market value. Do you think he's selling stolen merchandise? Nah, he would never. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. I mean, even if he was, don't you think then he would price it regularly so as to not draw suspicion? Yes, Cyber, are you struggling with PvE? I think, okay, he's right there in the town square. Now, I do want to check out the carpenter to see if we can make a barn. Would be good to just have a little bit of passive income. It's going to probably take a while to pay for itself, but you wouldn't believe how many people simply aren't interested in discussing the differences between early and late period Alda artifacts. It's one of the reasons I'm so glad you moved here, Icarus. Yes, I do love me some artifacts. Alright, so... hold on. Maybe, you know what, since we're so close, I think we should just check it out now, see if they sell a barn. Or the ability to construct a barn, I should say. We might have to clear out more of our farm before then. I mean, it might be at Hayden's, but I imagine the carpenters are the ones who handle this. Oh. Ooh. It's only 40,000, it's not that bad for that much extra land. Shop? Oh, do they not? Oh, here we go. So, oh, they sell blueprints, that's nice. So you just buy the blueprint once, I'm assuming, and then you craft it yourself. That's crazy. Here's the red barn, small white coop, and white barn. What about the dead civilization of sapient kangaroos? Ruins. That's a good one. Use this to place a small white barn, requires 100 wood, 75 stone. That's not bad. I think we save up for the barn. We could get the coop, but I think the barn is going to be more fun. Now, I have heard that there are different colored cows in this game, and you can breed to get different species, which is pretty cool. Lovely cottage scroll bundle. Ooh, that probably has some really nice cottage core furniture. Alright, we'll wait until we have 2k, I think, and maybe do that, although I do want to check Hayden's prices on cows, because I would hate to construct a barn and then not have money for a cow, and also we will need to figure out how food works in this game. I imagine we grow feed, but I'm not positive. Alright, 10 minutes is not bad. I do want to check what skill level will need to be. Oh, 10. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so we can definitely start upgrading our tools if we start going for iron, which I think we're naturally going to get, of course, as we go through the mines. However, I'm going to prioritize making progress in the mines rather than getting materials right now. We can always go back for the materials. Making progress should always be our first course of action. Ooh, almost done with our bee collection. Alright, off we go. Our inventory's a little bit full, so we'll need to be a little bit careful here. I regularly meet with my sister to discuss town matters. Between you and me, I'd rather be excavating in the western ruins. Yeah, so he wants to excavate in the western ruins. Are we able to? Do we need a shovel? Are they over here? I have no idea where the ruins are. Oh, probably down there. It's this area. Okay, you probably need a shovel though, not a pick, right? Or do you use your hoe? It's probably a shovel. I think we have to get a shovel. I should have checked if March had one available at the bench. Alright, we'll have to see if we can craft a shovel. And let us see if he has more... Okay, level 15. What level are we? Wait, we're level 16? I'm confused. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how we advance that. I guess we'll have to see what level it's referring to exactly. Wow, they drop a lot of iron, so they're definitely worth fighting because then you don't have to use up energy and you get a bunch of iron out of it. It is really nice fighting the enemies because it seems to not really consume energy from what I've noticed. Do you have your own Unite squad? I do. Is it Unite? No, that's not the right one. There's a command for it. Oh my god, I don't know my own commands. The squad name, you can just search this. You can just search Ikaria. Cosmo's out back. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, go ahead and send a request to that, and I will approve it. We do also have a Steam group as well. That information is more readily available in the Discord server, but I should add it to the Twitch page. This is not a new bug, I don't think. Steals your presents, regurgitates milk and cookies. I don't like Reverse Santa. I don't think I can make this jump, can I? No. I have to use the whirlpool. The floors are certainly getting a lot more interesting. Wait, hold on. I didn't see the- wait, there's a door back here. It does go to this one. Okay. I feel like the way down is not going to be over here. I mean, maybe. If we have enough time today to justify it, I will use the magic that restores my energy. So I think let's just try to go as quickly as possible. Mines mussels. These mussels grow in bunches underground using a variety of cooking recipes. Very nice. Alright, let's use our magic. I think we have enough. We have enough time in the day to justify it. It seems like it takes, from what I've noticed, 4 days to completely refill one use of magic. That's likely going to change, I imagine. Oh, I don't want to get electrocuted while I'm in the water. Can you imagine just insta-death? Ooh, a mana potion, nice. Please, I have no patience for these lamps. Hi Toby, how are you? Your whole family's dyslexic, and your dad came in to brush his teeth? Oh, Toby. Wait, is it genetic? I don't think I ever knew that dyslexia was genetic. I've never known a person with dyslexia before I met you. It's more likely if someone has it. Okay, so it is genetic. Well, okay, interesting. Okay, so I have to find the button. Now we're mostly just working against the clock. So I need to watch my health. I've just been tanking stuff to try to kill it faster. Okay, there's the button. So those bad horror movies. Slaughterhouse. I like that. Tide lettuce. Alright, we're getting some good things for the museum. Okay, we should be able to get to floor 30 here, so I'm very happy about that. We're not going to go for 35. Alright, let's just get some more iron while we're here. Make sure we have enough to upgrade all of our tools. Alright, I'm really happy with our progress. Having the full restore, essentially, makes... it really just opens up this game a lot. Oh, I should have gone for the dig spot. I forgot that those are pretty important. I've just been kind of ignoring them. Alright, let's take a stop by the museum. And then let's stop by Hayden's farm on the way home. Check out the prices. And most people don't get diagnosed. Yes, that I do know. I know a lot of learning disabilities in certain groups of people don't get diagnosed. Yes. Very interesting. This supposed to restores 1 mana orb. Ah, okay, really nice. It sells for 100, but I'm definitely going to keep that. Might be good to have on hand, but it does take up a full inventory slot, so probably just gonna keep it in the chest at home. Whose house is this again? Errol. Oh, his cabin's actually really cozy. I believe Hayden is down here. I believe he's in the southwest area. Welcome back from ads, guys. Thank you for sitting through them. Do I actually have to go to my farm and go to the left? Hold on. No, there was another way there, but it's okay. Kind of the same with autism or ADHD. Yes. Yes. Okay, we can sell the mantis and the beetle. Toby, thank you so much for the 15 streak. I really appreciate you. I hope you've been having a good weekend. Alright, I think I'm just gonna sell these. We need to, alright, we'll stop by the farm and then let's try to clear out an area. Potentially for a barn. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. And we need to figure out feed as well, so let's see if maybe we can buy seeds from the general store. Being able to shop at all hours is such a nice quality of life decision. Farm supplies. Okay, so hay is for large animals. Oh, here we go. Grass seed can be used as basic feed for small animals. By small animals, I'm assuming they mean chickens. I can buy crowns for my cows. That's crazy. Animal seesaw. These are too good. Wait, does he not sell the animals? Oh, adoption. So let's see. Cows. Cows cost as much as a barn. Ooh, I like I like the black cow. And the spotted cow and the brown cow. Actually, they're all really cute. And then chickens. Chickens are 1,000. Okay. The spotted one does not appear to have spots on it. Alright, so it's going to be 4,000 all in, minus the food, which we do need to figure out. Because he sells grass seeds, but... Now leave me, you know, it's my train collection time. I love it. Yeah, I saw this video where someone said like that their grandma didn't know anything about autism or something, and then she filmed around her grandmother's house. It was full of flamingos. Like just everything had flamingos on it. It was really cute. Hold on one second. I'm gonna look up I'm just gonna look up real quick where to get the seeds. You can- oh, the grass seeds come from cutting the wild grass or purchasing them from Hayden. But Hayden only had. Are these grass seeds? They are grass seeds. So do the grass seeds feed the cows? Is that just misleading? No, I do. It says I need to get hay. Can I cut the grass and then it's hay? That's normally how it works in the farming sims I play, where you grow the grass, then you cut it, and you give it to the cows. I don't know. I feel like the cows eat grass, right? Why does it say small animals? Am I going crazy? Do you dry it? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. I guess we'll figure it out when the time comes. Although, you never want to buy a barn and then not be ready because then your cows are going to get sick or something. Let's figure out, do we want it up here? I feel like we probably want the barns down here. Maybe? I mean, they're really going to be quite visible if I put them all the way at the top. Maybe I'll clear out an area down here, shove them in the corner. I'm not much of an animal person. When it comes to farming sims, I typically just do crops, but I'm sure we're going to need milk for things, particularly to make sweets, which I do plan to do, or island, so... We should have grass seeds in theory. I shouldn't have sold them, so... Grass seeds feed small animals and you can grow grass for... So you can just feed the small animals the seeds. Interesting. Okay, that's a good point. And also, I wonder if this grass counts. If that's basically the exact same grass, it probably is, if I had to guess. Do they mean town rank 17? I think they mean town level 17. So I think we might have the next tier unlocked now. Your parents had chickens, they fed them grain, so seeds. Alright. Oh, we'll have to go to D&D at the inn tonight, hopefully I remember. Because I will actually be very upset if I miss that. The dialogue is so good. Alright, let's sort through here. I do want to make a couple more bars. We'll keep the fennel, sell the daffodil, grab a ruby. Thank you for the shipment of strawberries. I thought you might like this recipe. Candied strawberries. Ooh. I feel like that's something Island might like, and that's probably easy. It's probably just sugar and strawberries. I wonder, hopefully it's a level 1 recipe? It is level 1. I don't know if that means it's level 1 frying pan, but if it is, we could make it. Core memory of 7th grade teacher thinking you had a bad home life because of how jumpy you were. Yeah, I feel like that's an expectation some schools put on teachers, is to kind of identify those behaviors, but I'm glad that maybe my school did have that, but I was kind of a weird kid, you know? There was no deep meaning to it, I was just weird. And that's the case with a lot of kids, like, some kids are just weird and there's no deep meaning behind it. But how can you know, right? To be fair to them. You had to get rid of them because of the bird flu epidemic? Oh, that's sad. If you find yourself getting low on energy, do not forget to cook something and then consume it. That is how it typically works with humans, correct? Because he said he had a really crappy dad. Well, that's sweet, though, that he was looking out for you. Sounds like he was a pretty good teacher. I mean, I guess it's better safe than sorry in most cases. Ooh, there's alpacas in this game. Let's see, I do want to stop in here real quick. Okay, so sugar is 115. It's quite expensive. It's quite expensive. Oh, whoops. Valor was in there. Have you been taking the time to relax and enjoy Mistria's charms? I can particularly recommend the inn, nothing quite like a cold drink after a long day. You should join me sometime. Mayhaps. I didn't- Oh, I'm fine, Mom, really. I've got food at home. I don't think I realized this was Celine's mom. A girl can't live on peanut butter sandwiches alone, you know. Why not? Mom. Not in front of Icarus. Okay, I was just trying to collect my money. He was a Marine. And he was just really loud, got you, yeah. He was a great teacher, yeah. You can, mother. Tuna sashimi? Yeah, okay, that's not something I can make. I'm glad you could just keep piling up the requests though and there's no due date. Alright, can I make the strawberries? Well, I don't have the ingredients with me, but... No, it's 8 frying pans! Bruh, nothing in this world is only 1 frying pan, except for that recipe that requires like 20 vegetables that I don't have. Oh, Alune, you are so cute. Look at the baby. Oh my god, she's so precious. Okay, where's Island? I think he's probably up here, yep. Let's swing by the anvil real quick, and we also want to see if we can craft a shovel. making you never want to read again. So I can kind of relate, Toby. Back when I was in elementary school, we had to take a reading test on the computer. And it would assign you a reading level, and then you were only allowed to read books in that reading level. So it was on a scale of 1 to probably just over 1,000, something in that range, or maybe 2,000. Maybe it was like 1 to 2,000. And all of the fun books, by which I mean, you know, all of the, you know, kids' fantasy books or teen, you know, teen novels and stuff, were in the, I would say, 500 to 700 range, you know, difficulty range. And I unfortunately scored very, very high. I would score close to 2,000. And the books, it's not that, oh, I didn't want to read hard books, it's that the hard books they picked were really boring. Like, why not pick some of the classics? There's so many good, like, just Charles Dickens, for example, come on, right? But they were just terrible books, just awful. So one year I purposefully bombed the test, and unfortunately, obviously, they found out when I scored a 700. They said, we know you're not at that level, and it kind of made me hate reading. So I used to try to get out of it any way I could. Fortunately, I enjoy reading again, but really dumb. If you're gonna make kids read at their reading level, that's fine. On paper, that's a good idea, but you need to have a decent enough selection. Because I believe everything at my reading level that they had was nonfiction, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but there was no nonfiction topics that were interesting to me, and it kind of sucked when everyone else got to read fiction and fun stuff, so. You had a military teacher too, he was physics, he stressed you out. I had a military teacher as well, he was my chemistry professor, and I really, really liked him. But I can definitely understand how it could go either way. You were always an L because it was the alphabet? Ah, okay. Fair enough. Wow, 20 minutes is nothing to craft a couple of bars. And let's check for a shovel. Yes, we can craft a shovel. We will just need to bring 4 copper bars. And we can then go to the dig site. Okay, so tomorrow let's try to remember to bring some of our copper bars. I think we have some extras. If not, we'll just bring ingots and see what we can do with that. Alright, very nice. Do we have anything for the museum? No, we don't. But we do need to visit Island, so. Your contributions to the museum are impossible to sum up. Truly, it wouldn't be the same without you. Thank you. Alright, let me see if this statue has more now, because I think it's maybe town rank that it goes by. That would make sense. That would definitely make sense. No, wait, and it was 15 anyway, not 17. Wait, what is level 15? I don't understand. Do I need... Oh, it's right there. It's in front of my face. So this is the mining tree, so we're level 15 in mining. Okay, okay, I see. So, let me just take a look here. There it is. So mining is the pickaxe. Okay. So I think we try to grind out level 15 mining so that we can unlock the next tree. Time for your government assigned crime and punishment. I know! And like I said, there are fantastic books that they could have had me read instead. And to be fair, it got better in junior high and high school. I read all the classics, they were amazing, I was really happy about it, but in elementary school, they could have picked such better things, man. I mean, listen, I was a nerd, and even I didn't want to read what they gave me. So imagine the kids that aren't nerds. Like, let them have fun. You have to have them enjoy reading. Make it fun first before you make them read garbage. It was really cute though that I thought that they wouldn't catch on to that. I don't know if I thought that they wouldn't so much as I just felt like I had no other choice. Please tell me I managed to mute my mic before I sneezed, or I will end stream. I think I successfully muted my mic. Can't let you guys know I have bodily functions. Success, let's go. My sneezes are pretty normal, I'm gonna be honest, they're not crazy. Okay, I've told you guys before, and this might offend some of you. If I had to guess, I have a couple of ideas who in chat might sneeze like this. But the people that sneeze and barely make any sound, like they kind of just jerk their head and go like, chew, like they're just saying it. I don't trust people like that. I'm sorry, if you're one of those people, I don't trust you. I do not. That's not what a sneeze is like. A sneeze is something you can't control. You can't just make a motion and then just say achoo at the end. It's so bizarre to me. Like, it's one thing to kind of suppress your sneeze, but even then it sounds different. Have I just encountered a lot of weird people, or is that a thing that people do? In 6th grade, your mom thought she was agreeing to the fact that your teacher would call me 1 to 3 times a week, right? To get you out of your shell. The teacher meant making you read, 3 to 10 paragraphs. Yeah, see, that's messed up, right? Because you deal with dyslexia, right? But even for shy kids, I don't think that that's always the answer. I know I personally would dread reading out loud, and I was very, very good at reading. Yeah, I mean, I've told you guys my sorrows with, elementary school, junior high, and high school. About social situations. I don't think that they handled them very well for people like me, so it's definitely not a one-size-fits-all. I understand. I dealt with a lot of social anxiety because of school. And I did get over it as an adult, fortunately. But if school didn't do things the way that they did, I would have gotten over it a lot faster. I am stuck. There we go. Or I would have maybe not had it at all. You know. Shows the young brother, gotta hate at that book. Weird people, yeah. Every time you sneeze, there's a nuke explode. Here, but here's the thing. I respect that more than the people who fake their sneezes. Dude, it bothers me. You don't actually sneeze like that. And I feel bad because now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was mostly girls that I've seen do this, so maybe it's an they're embarrassed. But then at that point, why say it at the end? Just then suppress your sneeze. And don't, like, pretend that that's your sneeze. You know what I mean? I don't know. Are you a mimic? Yeah. Corral. You would only read Ellis Close after that. You'd do popcorn if he has to read, you would just say no. Yeah. And I do get it, right? I do get that some kids, some people, some teenagers, some adults do need help coming out of their shell. Right, and I think in some ways that can be good. It's good to not feel anxious, right? I don't want people to feel that way. I'm not saying that people who have social anxiety need to be fixed. No, absolutely not. I dealt with social anxiety as well. But it's anxiety, right? It doesn't feel good. But that said, the way to fix it is so different for every person. You know, exposure therapy is not the way to do it for everyone, and that's how they treat all shy kids, at least at my school. And it made me worse. I will say it made me worse. But I'm okay now, let me be clear, I'm not trying to complain and say that school messed me up really badly. No, that's not the case, but I would have been a more independent adult a lot sooner if they had handled it differently. Not the Wi-Fi signals. Oh, I didn't think that they reached that far. And I need to get a sword upgrade. Oh, you could just infinitely stun lock these guys. I will drink in a second, Toby. The baby is eeping cutely, she is. I know. She's so cute. Because when you suppress a sneeze, it hurts. Yeah, I don't recommend suppressing a sneeze. Let me be clear. Just sneeze if you gotta sneeze. But I do understand the idea of someone having social anxiety and being shy to sneeze. I muted my mic just now because I didn't want you guys to hear me sneeze. So I get that. So nothing wrong with that. It's more just the saying achoo afterward that gives me the ick, man. The boys at school think if you sneeze, they find it gross. Really? That's stupid. I would not find somebody gross for sneezing, though perhaps I'd maybe find them a little bit cringe for what I'm describing. Like, just sneeze, or suppress the sneeze if you really are shy. You know? It's so weird. Sneezing is so inconsequential. This floor is gigantic. I don't know what they want from me on this floor. I am never gonna find the way out. Yo, Mimic. The heck is this? Coral Stone Arch. Crime and Punishment and other Russian books are depressing, but I guess that's reality, yeah? Yeah. Boys are weird at school. I agree, I've had weird interactions with guys and gals at school. I think everyone's a little bit weird at that age. I was no exception. So you gotta realize too, right? I know that a lot of you guys struggle with feeling like you have flaws and things like that. But let me tell you, it gets better, really. If you take the time, if you feel that you need to work on yourself, it's okay if you have flaws and you're just fine with those, that's fine. But if you take the time to work on them, you will see improvement. I have absolutely seen improvement in myself, more than you can imagine. Though for me, I think a lot of it was a case of just getting to brain development years, you know? And also situation, right? Having cancer kind of changes a lot of your views on things. But yes, working at things a little bit every single day, you will see progress, and the thing is, it can be hard to see that progress because it's so steady and I don't want to say slow, but that can make things hard to perceive. So if you have some way of tracking it, right? Tracking it in a way that's kind of easier to see, you will be very, very surprised. Or these sea grapes? I always think sea grapes look so delicious in terms of their texture. What can we get rid of? We could probably eat the mushroom. Hopefully not poisonous. Sea grapes. And the glass we should probably pick up. I think we could get rid of the coral. For a little bit, your teacher once cried over the fact you were struggling to read The Great Gatsby. I love The Great Gatsby. Had to be punished because you can't normally tell. Fair. Your failed freshman English took you under his wing. Yeah, it's really something when it comes to kind of standardized learning. You know, it's really not a one-size-fits-all, but I certainly don't know how to make, you know, meaningful improvements to the educational system. I'm not a teacher. But definitely meeting Toby has made me think about these things even more, right? About how some students are kind of just pushed through school when the way that school teaches is not very accommodating to them. He'll learn, yeah. I told you guys, it was at my school. I hope this doesn't offend anyone, by the way, because I really don't agree with this, and I've expressed this to you guys before. But at my school, it was really strange, because there was a class, I think, that basically just included all of the students that had some form of learning disability, and it could have been anything. It was all different kinds, and they were all just put in one class. And it was very strange because they were sort of kept away from the rest of the school, and I don't know if that was for a particular reason, like for their benefit or something, but I remember even in gym class, so the way that our gym worked was that it was a large gym and there was typically about 3 to 4 separate classes in the gym at once, and the classes would usually play together as long as they were playing a game that day. But they always kept that class separate, like away from us, and they were just kind of put in the corner when it came to gym, and I thought that that was so weird. And it was the same with their classroom too, where it was just in the back hallway that nobody went to, and I thought, you know, just because they have a learning disability, why are they not getting to be included? It was very odd. And again, I don't know if there was maybe a reason for it, right? I don't know if maybe in some way it was for the benefit of them, but it just seemed very bizarre to me. Like, they make all of us socialize and then don't let them. Maybe it's contagious. I hope that's not what they were thinking. But I don't know, it was weird. And it wasn't us, by the way, it wasn't the students, it was the teachers. To be honest, as much as my school was, the students were not very kind to me, I don't think anyone would have been mean to them or anything. So, we're at 35, right? Yes. Alright, we made it. Now, we are out of magic, though, unfortunately. Something funny, I learned in middle school, bullies actually changed towards how we saw people. Just us three always in the back corner, yeah. Let me tell you, socializing in general is very hard, but especially through school, holy, I do not miss that. In elementary school, junior high, and high school, it was a nightmare. You know, no wonder people come out of school with different types of anxiety and mental health struggles. It's not easy. Socialize. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really glad that I've seen improvements in myself in that area, though. Prison. It's tough. It's like, it's almost like you have to teach yourself, and not to say that my mother didn't teach me. I think she taught me some great lessons in that department, but, you know, I kind of had to, in a way, teach myself in terms of school. So, it was tough. But now, you know, for example, with going back to school, I'm still not a very social person, and I don't think I ever will be, and I'm fine with that. That said, I'm at least able to, if I need to. God, you know, I don't think I want to keep all these crafting materials because it's taking up too much space, so I think I'm going to sell anything that doesn't look very useful, right? Like, glass is going to be useful because it's glass, so we'll keep the glass. We'll throw out things like coral, well, we'll sell them, monster powder. Peat we'll keep, I feel like that's probably useful. Clay is certainly going to be useful, right? Small essence stone. An essence stone used to charge a magic tool for 5 days, consumed for 25 essence. That's interesting. Okay, but why do we have the same lunch table as prison? In a funner color, that's crazy. Let's stack everything in the chest inside. Maybe we should just bring this chest outside. It's kind of too late now. Let's check if we have some copper. Alright, we'll put the fennel away, check if we have some copper bars, because I do need to make a shovel. No, but we can make some. Alright. I forgot to go to D&D! I'm so sad. In Polish student slang. School is, meaning doghouse, yeah. I mean, it's not wrong. Saturday market. Alright, we'll take a peek. I'll be honest, I don't really know what we're looking for at the Saturday market. Probably some recipes, probably not furniture. We're not looking to do cosmetics yet. We'll grab this for our gift, and we should be good to go. We'll have to grab our watering can. Icarus, the mill was damaged in the earthquake, and it's high time we repaired it. A working mill is essential to the town and will let you process all sorts of new products. Meet me at my office. Okay. We probably have enough materials to fix it, unless she wants something like glass. Hi, house. How's it going? How you doing? Yeah, we're doing well. Can't complain. Can't complain. I have to fix up the VTuber commands, by the way. I am sorry, ever since I got my model, I did not put in the commands on it, so I am going to fix that up. So just give me until probably next stream, so I do apologize for that, guys. Let's put the watering can away, and we will head over to our gifts and the market. You have encountered a mimic treasure chest monster in the mines that only bites if you attack it first. How curious. Have you considered throwing it a gift to chew on instead? Ooh. Alright, we'll have to try that. Maybe it'll reward us with some treasure. Let's take a look at the cart. I think it mostly... I do kind of want the chess piece bundle, but I think they mostly just sell recipes here. Ooh, I do really like the glasses. So the default glasses on the character, they're really bad looking in my opinion, so I might actually want these reading glasses, especially if they come in different colors. It's 500, which I really should not be spending right now. It's tempting, though. Because it's pretty much the only accessory I always put on my avatar character, you know? I think everyone's just gonna be in town, so we're just gonna have to find them. Nothing beats tea and cake, and Darcy's got both. Don't tell anyone, but this might be my favorite place at the Saturday market. I kind of figured. Let's see what she's selling. Okay, she is actually selling the candied strawberries, so we could see if he likes them. It's $2.50. Cherry tart is probably good. Sorry about that, I heard my phone go off. Cherry cobbler. She have some good recipes. Oh, he did say he likes lattes, and it's only 2 pans. Now, a latte, I'm assuming, is milk and probably, like, coffee beans or something? I don't know how hard coffee beans would be to get. Or tea leaves or something like that. Mocha. Pomegranate, iced coffee. Cherry cobbler. We have not been getting our cherries, so that's on me. Otherwise, I would probably get that. Green tea. He said he likes tea, right? So maybe we should get one of the teas. Chocolate cake, tea with lemon. Okay, let's get... Do we think he'd like a latte? Let's get the latte, the green tea, and the jasmine tea? He's gotta like one of those, right? You don't know how Skibbity 6-7 culture changed school slang? Yes. Isn't it crazy? It makes me sound really old, but I feel like the younger generation just has their own language at this point. I kind of wonder if we sounded like that too at one point. I don't think it was that bad. It's hard to say. And to be clear, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not trying to put down kids or anything like that. When I say, was it that bad, I mean that extreme, you know? Okay, I don't think I can make any of these. The one did require a cup of coffee, right? Oh, this is just, whatever this is. I like to keep my hair a bit long, and thankfully Vera has a light touch with the scissors. Okay, let's see if she has different hairstyles. These look the same, I think? Yes, these are the same as the ones she had last time, so nothing really for me. Unfortunate. Words that are clearly English get put in Polish sentences for no reason. Crazy, isn't it? Alright, so we need 3 ingots, right? 4, we need 4. I probably could have just went straight for silver, but to be or iron, I should say. But to be fair, I want to use the iron for a different, you know, something different. Event being one of the more common. Okay. Okay. Should we try the dig site? We're not going to get down another 5 floors unless we get supremely lucky anyway. So it might be worth it to try. I have to go over more. Do it? Alright, Gappa. I find Gappa to be a very adventurous person. I feel like he's always encouraging me to do different things in video games. Another being benefit. Huh. And it annoys you. I mean, fair. It's really interesting. Those are definitely not the words I would have guessed. So do we just dig? How do I dig? Do I not use the shovel to dig? Wait, I'm gonna have to ask Kishu how I dig. If not with the shovel. Wait, maybe I have to charge it. I don't know. It's making it sound like we don't have a version of that. Yeah, if you guys have a version of that word, I don't know why people are using the English version. Like, for example, you know, there are, I'm sure you know, but sometimes English words or words from other languages get adopted because the word doesn't exist in that language. But if it does, then what's the point? Alright, we'll try to make progress. I don't really see it happening. Just given that we don't have access to our magic. Yeah, it might be best to take this day off from the mines. I think I'm actually gonna head back. Can I love you have the same meaning as I like you? No. No, in English it is extremely different. Like a friendly compliment. I mean, if you're really close, like me and you could say it to each other, but no, I wouldn't. Most of English is from Latin anyway. Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's go clear out the farm, I think. You can say that, Cyber can, yeah. I mean, if you're really close friends, of course. I mean, you could say I love you to anyone, but it does have a very different meaning than I like you. It very much. It's so good. For example, if I want to say something like that to you, what should I do? Well, like I said, Gappa, you could say it to me. Me and you could say it to each other. It's not weird, but I like you as more of a... Okay, it really... See, unfortunately, Gappa, this is something that's hard to explain because it's really context dependent, right? If you and the other person are both single and fall within each other's sexuality, saying something like I like you could come across as I am interested in dating you. However, you could also just say I like you. Like, it depends on your tone, right? If you go like, I like you, it's like, hey, we get along, we vibe, right? But then if you say, you know, I like you, in a serious tone, it's gonna come across as I'm interested in dating you. So text is bad. It could come across either way in text. It would just depend, right? If you're both, you know, let's just say straight men, it's not gonna come across as romantic, right? But if it's a straight man and a straight woman, or two gay men, or, right, it could come across in a way you don't intend. It's so, yeah, it's really just dependent. And again, you can say I love you to friends, like I say it back to a few of my friends. It doesn't bother me. I've said it back to you guys, which, to be fair, I know you shouldn't really do as a streamer, so I hope you guys don't take it weird, and I can certainly stop saying it back if it feels weird. But so for me personally, you know, my definition of love is very, very broad. I don't experience romantic feelings much at all. I am Ace, and I am definitely aromantic. I love you, Icarus, now say it back. So for me, love is just, it's just really caring about someone, and as a friend. That's why I say things like, for example, with Cyber, that I see Cyber as genuinely family, like blood family. And Cyber is absolutely not blood family, technically. Right, so my views on feelings for other people and relationships, I think, are very different, and I need to be very careful because I don't want to say something and affect someone emotionally in a way that I don't intend to. Right? I normally say to the people we are close to, yeah. You can also use tags. Some people use tone tags, Gappa. I personally mostly don't. I use them maybe once or twice a year in a situation that really calls for it. But some people will type a sentence, and if that sentence can come out more than one way, they'll do like /SRS at the end, which is serious, or /GEN, which is genuine, so that somebody knows that they're not being sarcastic, right? So the tone tags can help. Hold on, I forgot what I was doing. I was going to get my Zoop. Need my good Zoop. Never knew about tone tags. It's more of an internet thing. It probably started on Tumblr, if I had to guess. Yeah, /JK is a good one, yep. Yeah, absolutely. You feel like the random English words are common in certain groups. You don't feel smart and elitist, that's why you vent and benefit. Okay. I could see that. I could see that. Oh, let's also check on the amount of grass seeds that we have. I'm gonna go just drink from the fountain real quick. Languages are hard, yes. Absolutely. That's why I've always said, Gappa, I really respect you for how incredible your English is when it's not your first language. It's genuinely awe-inspiring because a lot of languages are very difficult. English in particular has so much nuance to it, which I really love. I know most people hate it, but I love the nuance of the English language. Because, you know, I'm a writer, I'm someone that's good with words, so for me, I can make a lot of use of it. I can't imagine being limited by some other languages. Not to put them down, but some are more limited, and for me, that wouldn't work out so well. Speak French. Yo, I'm OP. Yes, we can all universally agree about that. Nah, I don't know a word of French. But I'm a huge fan of pretty much every language. I think they're all so incredibly unique and beautiful, and I've always been a huge language nerd, always. The thing for love in language is so hard. Yeah, whoops, I'm sorry, I'm reading chat and I'm running into walls. Last year was French and only spoke French. Ooh, were they an exchange student? We had a couple of exchange students at our school, and their English was pretty good. I was really impressed. Let's see if we have grass seeds real quick, or if we're gonna have to buy them. Oh, nettle. Ooh, we're donating this. I think this will complete our spring bundle, so thank you, Alun. Do we have grass seeds? Clay... No. Did we just knock any grass seeds or did- Oh, here they are. Perfect, we have a bunch. Amo is love, amor, yes. Yeah. No, you guys are amazing, genuinely. I mean, even native English speakers, you know, good job because English is tough, but especially those of you that speak English as a second language, like Zypho as well, my god. I don't know how you guys do it. Because I have learned other languages as well, but English is crazy. 18th century nobles again, who put random Latin or French words into sentences to feel important. I know, isn't that pretentious? And I know exactly what Zypho was complaining about. Well, I don't mean to say you're complaining, but I know exactly what Zypho was talking about because I am a writer, and there is a fine line between beautiful and intelligent writing and pretentious writing. You know, it's so obvious to someone who knows how to write. And I think it's not so obvious to everyone else. But it drives me crazy when some people just kind of put in big words and you can tell that they just whipped out the thesaurus. It's, even if they're using the word correctly, you can tell. You can tell. Almost mostly you loving a thing, amor is for the sentiment, yes. Okay, I can understand that. I think you explained it well. Yeah, I can't stand people trying to sound pretentious, and I'm always scared that I come across that way. Well, I guess they don't try to sound pretentious. They try to sound intelligent and end up sounding pretentious, and I'm always scared that I come across that way. Do I have to dig this up? Do I finally have a use for my shovel? Okay. Oh, it was a tree stump. I thought it was a mushroom. How do I get rid of this? How do I fix this? Oh, there we go. Yo, I'm OP. It's not really what people say, but it's not wrong. No, I get it. I get it. The only thing in Spanish you know is from... So calling me their son in Spanish, that's really cute. That's really cute. Yes, that I do know Gappa. So funnily enough, Gappa, I used to be fluent. I actually took classes in Spanish. I took an art class that was taught in Spanish. But since the memory wipe, I don't remember much. I do like that about Spanish, though. That you can kind of, you don't need to actually put the pronouns separately. It's implied through the endings of the verbs. Like the conjugations of the verbs. Art in Spanish, yes, it was a class about Spanish artists. Hispanic artists in general. I did my project on Dali, of course. Dali is awesome. Let's sleep. Oh, it's actually 9 o'clock, so it is time to end stream. Sorry, my voice is giving out too, so it might be a good time. My voice do be kinda cracking. Crack-a-lackin'. Alright guys, thank you so much for being here, man. The time flew by. I think I did save, right? I will save again though, just to be sure. Oh, it saved for me. Great, perfect. Fantastic. Alright guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I will be live again tomorrow at 6 PM EST with Pokemon Unite, either ranked or casuals, probably ranked, we will see. And more Fields of Mistria. For anyone who's new here, please join the Discord server, it's pinned into its chat, everyone there is great, highly recommend it. Whoops, opened up File Explorer. Whoopsie daisy. Thank you guys for being here. Let me see if there's anyone we can raid. In Polish, which are versions of words, and the ending of the word changes how the word fits into a sentence. Interesting. I don't know anything about Polish, so I will have to learn more about it from your teachings. Let's see. I don't really feel like socializing today. That's why I don't really want to raid a new streamer. You know, it's like I want to meet new people, but I don't want to put in the work. It's good. Alright, hold on. This person seems nice. I also want to learn more about Fields of Mistria. Oh, she's on year 3. We got a professional here. I gotta watch. That sounded sarcastic. I didn't mean it sarcastically. I mean, I do need to get tips. Oh, wait, she plays Animal Crossing? Alright, maybe we raid this person. They seem very nice. Alright, here's the raid message for subscribers. Here's the raid message for those that are not subscribed. Thank you guys so much for being here again. Please consider sticking around for the raid. It helps me out a lot. You earn channel points, and you might find a new streamer that you enjoy watching. Oh, there's some spoilers. If you're scared about Fields of Mistria spoilers, perhaps don't follow, because I'm looking at the stream now. Well, I mean, you can follow her, but, you know, maybe tune out for... Join the raid. Join the raid. Let's meet some new people. Show them some love. Alright, guys. I will see you in the Discord, or I will see you tomorrow night. Have a good night, guys.
Keep an open mind, and we'll find meaning together. Keep an open mind, and we'll find meaning together.